Hello everyone! Today we will take a look at my very first deck that I actually bought. Yeah, this is not about a starter deck, this is actually my very own deck. It's a Shenron Ginyu Force deck. I asked my friend Tim to look up a deck for me that was quite budgety and Ginyu all at the same time. And this was before the third themed boosters came out, so the new Ginyus weren't released yet. So what do we have here? We have, of course, the leader. Now, most of you will probably, well, I think everyone watching this video will know what this is. Just tap it for 2 Dragon Balls. When you have 7 in your drop, you'll just flip it. Then you can draw a card, play a desire, or remove 7 to give a character plus 10,000 power and triple attack for the duration of the battle. Now then, of course, we will have a package of 7 Dragon Balls, just the regular ones. I have been thinking about maybe changing 1 or 2 of the Dragon Balls for specific ones, but I don't know which ones yet. I have tested out the 2-star Dragon Ball, which actually worked quite nice against some rush deck. So yeah, what else do we have? We have 3 times Bitter Past Ginyu, which is a 1-drop with only 1,000 power, but you don't really look for the power here. Barrier. Now that's actually very important. It cannot be touched by the skills of your opponents, and you're going to need that because this guy has to survive until turn 3. Until you can pay 3 yellow, place this card into the drop area and then choose 1 yellow Ginyu with an energy cost of 3 from your deck and play it. Then choose that card and it gains critical for the duration of the turn. Right, then shuffle your deck and draw 1 card. Now what do you want to look up for? Well, this promo card. Ginyu the Reliable Captain, which costs 3. That's excellent. And then it has a permanent ability that all the Ginyu, this guy, in your hand gain for 5, evolve Ginyu. Place this card on top of the specified card. And that's pretty important for the next card we're going to look at. Also, it has the auto ability when you play this card. Choose any number of Ginyu Force from your deck other than Ginyu and play them. And that's obviously very, very good and very important for the deck. Now then, 15k, 5,000 combo, sure. We have 4 of these. Then we get to this one, the finisher. Once you get him out, it's just, most of the times it's game. Now, the problem is that its cost is 6. And you want to get this card out way earlier before. Well, the earliest is actually 5 if you evolve it with this guy. So Elite Force Captain Ginyu, it has 25k power, and it has the auto when you play this card, choose all of your Ginyu Force battle cards, all of them, and those cards get plus 10k and double strike for the duration of the turn. Now that is awesome. It also has for 1 10k combo, but you'll usually want to play him. Now then, I usually end up playing these cards as my energy for the first turn, first 2 or 3 turns, and then making sure not to put all of them in the energy, of course. But yeah, there is hardly any time when you get to turn 5 with this deck. So this is really more of a casual deck for all of you out there who are looking for a hardcore, well, competitive deck. I have played this deck against competitive decks and it just doesn't reach turn 4. And that's unfortunate, because I really love this theme, this deck, this entire Ginyu Force. I just love it. Right, obviously we play 4 times Ginyu Force Jace. It costs 3, 10k, it's a blocker. And the most important thing is when you play this card from your hand, look up the top, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to one Ginyu force other than Ginyu among them and play it. Then shuffle your deck. Next up we have 4 times Ginyu Force Birder. For 2 we have a 10k that can switch to active at the end of your turn. So yeah, fastest man alive. Very cool. Next up we have the Ginyu Force Raccoon, also 4 times, also 10k, but it gains plus 6k power during your opponent's turn. Very nice. And then we have only 2 Goldos in the deck. A cost of 1, 2k power, and it has blocker. Now it also says that when you play this card, if your leader card is Frieza Army, which it isn't, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and switch it to rest mode. So basically we have a 1 energy blocker. That's it, that you can later on combo with or whatever you want, block with. Then we have Powerful Bond Ginyu Force. Also a promo card. We have 3 of these in the deck. And it's basically for 4, 20k. But most of the time you'll want to combo with it. For 1 it gets you 5k. But when you play or combo with this card, choose all of your Ginyu Force in the battle area. They gave 5k power for the duration of the turn. Then the auto skill of Powerful Bond Ginyu Force, this card, does it activate for the duration of the turn. So you can only do this once, but still, plus 5k, not too bad. And all of your Ginyus get that. So that's pretty nice. Makes them all a bit more, more attackable because they're all 10k. More usable, that was the word I was looking for. Right, and this card has Ginyu, Jace, Berta, Raccoon and Guldo in all areas. So that also means that you cannot play this card with, where is it? This guy. And you cannot play it through this guy here. And that's a bit of a problem. But then again, it's a very cool card to combo with. We get Temporal Rescue Trunks, of course. It's our super combo. 4 of these. Sparking 5. When you combo with this card, if your leader card is black, which it is, draw a card. Pretty self-explanatory. We have a Child's Wish as our desire of choice. For 2. Or usually for free as well. Activate main. Your leader card is a Shenron card. Choose 1 battle card in your drop area with 15k or less power and an energy cost of 3 or less and play it. So that's pretty good to get those cards back into play. Now then, we have of course the best negate in the game, I think. Flying Nimbus. Just 4 of them. I actually want to include 4. Because I only have 3 now, sorry. I'm thinking of maybe cutting, I don't know, something. The Child's Wish, something, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm still looking what to put this card in place of. Right, it's a counter attack, negate the attack. Then you may place 1 yellow card in your hand in the drop area. If you do so, your opponent can only attack 1 more time with battle cards for the duration of the turn. Now that's very, very important, especially in those big rush decks like this as well. Swarming tactics. Right. Then of course we have Battering Laser. 2 times of the card. It's a counter for 1. Place 1 yellow card from your hand in the drop area. Negate the counter. Also very important when someone on your last strike tries to counter you. Right, and then we have Frieza's Call for 1. Also 2 times. It has the activate main. Choose 1 Frieza's Army card of energy cost 2 or less from your deck and play it in rest mode. Shuffle your deck. Now then, what are the targets for that card? Let us take a look. We have Guldo, but you'll probably never want to search for him with this card. We have Raccoon, also a card that you'll probably never search for. And we have Bertha. Now this is the card you'll want because it enters play rest, and this card just switched to active every single turn. Well, your turn. So that's pretty nice. You cannot look for Jace, you cannot look for Ginyu, but that's no problem. Right, I think it's a shame this deck is only casual. I really want to play it in a more competitive format, but like I said, it's way too slow. The Dragon Balls make it a bit faster, but you'll still end up having to wait to turn 5 or 6 for this guy, and I really like playing him. Right, that's it for my very first deck. My very first now casual deck. And next time we'll take a look at another one of these decks. Well, not a casual deck. It's more, well, I'd say in between casual and competitive. So see you all next time. Bye bye.